Terre Haute Savings Bank and Union Center for Sports Medicine. Now, with the best hoop show in the Wabash Valley, Rick Semler and Ross Rawley.
Good evening and welcome to a jam-packed In the Paint.
A huge night. We have all the quarterfinal action from the Pizza Hut Classic, opening day at the Graber Post Buildings Tourney, plus highlights from the Vincennes Lincoln Boys Tournament and Vincennes Reveille Girls Classic as well. Busy day.
Yes, but we'll start the show at the Pizza Hut Classic. Robinson was the buzz after day one of the tourney. The Maroons had many picking them over two-time defending champions Terre Haute North. Entering today, Robinson head coach Mac Thompson told me he was fine with being the favorite. He told his guys to go out and live up to the hype. Packed house for this game. First quarter, Robinson senior Aaron Seiler drives, fades away. Maroons take an 8-2 lead early.
Not the last time we'd hear from Seiler in this ball game.
A.J. Grady for North. Nice post-up move. Patriots down 4.
Grady was tough off the bench today, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. North senior Austin Lewis off the curl. Banks in 2. This game was tied at 13 after one quarter. Calvin Blank ties the game at 15. Tough first half for Blank. He was in foul trouble.
Blank was so tough, though, when he was in the game. He got big-time minutes.
How good is this Seiler kid? He has Austin Lewis, who's a great defender all over him. Look at Seiler, though. Wow, what a shot off the out-of-bounds play. Stephen Davis steps in, buries the corner 3. Davis just getting warmed up for Terre Haute North. Next trip up the court, almost the same exact spot. Davis splashes home the 3. Then watch this. Time winding down in the first half. Seiler from 25 feet out. Are you kidding me? He gets nothing but the bottom of the net. We're tied at 29 at recess.
Look at the energy on the Robinson bench to the tie ball game.
Others stepping up for Robinson in the third quarter. Braden Scott steps out and ties the game with a 3. Then 6'6" big man Calvin Blank shows off his range on the other end. This is not fair, Ross. He's 6'6" and hitting the 3. He had 14 points in the third quarter.
What do you do to guard the guy if he can step out and shoot like that?
Blank 1, 2, 3. Patriots up 38-35. You can tell Blank was letting out some frustration after sitting most of the first half. It's Allen Iverson here. No, wait, that's Seiler with a sick crossover. That trifecta ties the game at 38. Austin Lewis drives and gets the friendly bounce. North retakes the lead. These two juggernauts were just delivering blow after blow to each other. This is my favorite Seiler hoop. Look at this. Nowhere to go. Wait, I'll stop and pop.
You know, a guy like his size shooting threes is one thing. Inside, just a different element.
And then 5'8", Aaron Seiler with the block.
Getting up.
Early fourth quarter, Lewis cleans up the mess, scoring on the putback. The North senior had 13. Seiler with another ridiculous crossover. He says, I don't need a 3. I'm taking it to the rim for the scoop and score. At this point, I'm out of adjectives to describe Seiler. This hoop ties the game at 48. Seiler has 29 at this point.
What do you say about the guy? Just so good going to the rim and shooting it outside.
He can score, but he dishes the rock as well. Finds Michael Akonde for the reverse. Robinson up 2. A.J. Grady was huge off the bench for North. He would convert a 3-point play to cut North's deficit to 2. Midway through the fourth, Seiler with a great feed to Derek Nichols. Robinson up 57-53. North down 2. Calvin Blank, a huge 3 coming up. Blank had 25. North up 1 with 31 seconds left to play. North fouled Seiler with 11 seconds to play. He's automatic, drains both.
Was there any doubt
Robinson up 1, 5 seconds to go. North ball chance for the win. They go to Blank. He drives hard. Lots of contact. No foul. Ball goes off the rim. Emotions running high. Aaron Seiler's 39 points helps Robinson pull the upset. Robinson wins 63-58 in one of the best Pizza Hut Classic tournament games. The 39 points scored by Seiler, second most points in Classic history.
They kept throwing different guys at me, and they would throw taller guys, get a hand in my face, and I just had to adjust and do what I could against their good defenders.
You know, to top us last year in the sectional championship, he had 35 in the last 3 quarters of play, and you know, he's that type of player that can take over a game, and he pretty much took the game over.
Next up for Robinson was a winner between Shakamak and Northview. Second quarter, great pump fake by Shakamak. Patrick Green, he gets the and 1. Lakers up 5. 1.1 seconds to play in the quarter. Ethan Whitson plays beat the buzzer. Whitson had a career-high 18.
Look at the big fella beating the clock.
Third quarter, Brady Crow, another great score. stretches Shakamak's lead to 4 with the 3. Crow had a game-high 20 points. Craig Peters was in double figures for the second game in a row at the Classic. He gets the old-fashioned three-point play. Look at Whitson. He's 6'5". Watch this, Ross. You don't have ball handling skills like this.
Well, no, but I don't have ball handling skills at all. The big fella to the rack. Love it.
Ties the game at 37. Northview would go on a 9-2 run. Fourth quarter, Jim Mays, 2 of his 10. Knights up 3. Just over a minute to play. Northview coach Clint Weddle, wanting to stall, says no on this shot. Joe Ball hits it.
Yes.
Everyone's happy.
All of a sudden it's okay.
If it goes in, everyone's happy. That seals the Knights' victory. Northview wins 55-48. The Knights won their 5th game in a row thanks to the play of junior Ethan Whitson.
Our guards were looking at me, and we were just getting great passes inside, and so Coach tells me always make a move, so I just went for it, and they went in.
You know, he keeps working on going up stronger and trying to continue to finish some things, and I was happy for him, but happy for the team. I don't even think anybody in there had any idea he put that together today.
Terre Haute South is in the consolation bracket. They face Turkey Run. Braves guard Kavaris Gregory, the sick reverse layup. Nice pass on the play by Timmy Heron. Turkey Run's Jake Amstutz with the tough shot along the baseline. Terre Haute South up big in the first quarter. Shane Stanley drops the runner for the Braves. Terre Haute South wins 67-15. The 15 points given up by the Braves against the Warriors are the fewest in Pizza Hut Classic history. Owen Valley opened day number 2 of the tourney against Monrovia. Nolan King with the scoop shot for OV. Patriots down 20 in the third quarter. Monrovia big man Chase Castile was unstoppable. Soft touch on the bunny. He had 28 points. Bulldogs win 65-43. Monrovia outscored Owen Valley by 17 in the second half. It's time for a quick break, but there's plenty of more coming up from day 2 of the Pizza Hut Classic.
And stay tuned. We'll also check in on the Graber Post Buildings Classic on tonight's In the Paint. Welcome back to In the Paint. Now, yesterday, the Rockville senior class finally picked up their first opening round win at the Pizza Hut Classic. That was nice, but this Rocks team would tell you they have their sights set on bigger things in this tournament. Rockville faced Marshall in the third quarterfinal game. Marshall jumps out to an early 3-point lead thanks to lefty Walker Burner burying the corner 3 right there. Lane Mahiran scored Rockville's first 11 points of the game. Mahiran behind the back, elevates, banks in the jumper. Wonder if the big fella called that one. Yesterday, Lane called me some small man on TV. No way this small guy can do that. Mahiran rocks the rim. He had 28 points. Shooters usually get friendly bounces. Gary Ulrich says, thank you very much. He puts the Rocks up 14 in the third. Crazy play at the end of the quarter. Thomas Sisson ends up with a loose ball. He throws up the acrobatic shot. Watch it go down, and he's fouled with .8 left on the clock. Rockville's Jordan McFall off on his first attempt. Love that he follows his shot, gets the board, bucket, and the foul. Rockville wins by 18. The Rocks are moving on to the semifinals for just the second time at the Pizza Hut Classic. Despite this win, head coach Dave Mahiran looking for a little more from his ball club.
I didn't like the way we prepared mentally. I didn't think we showed up with any killer instinct. We were too happy. We're not very good when we're happy, so we barked at them a little bit tonight to try to get them fired up.
The fourth quarterfinal game had Sullivan versus Riverton Park. The Panthers with the early offense, Matt Holtham showing wheels down the court. He explodes to the cup for a pair. Arrows answer with the stud guard of their own. Brooks Wesley down into traffic, so strong with the ball on his way to the rim. Then it's the big man on the block. Sullivan goes to Jake Kinneman inside. Kinneman making a living down there tonight. 2 of his game-high 22. Second half now, Sullivan moving it inside out. They've King in the corner. 3 balls, good. Finally, it's Wesley helping put it away on the defensive end. He picks up the steal and the easy lay-in. I predicted 30 from Wesley. Didn't quite get there.
You didn't get a prediction right?
That never happens. Weird, isn't it? The Arrows do advance to the semifinals yet again. 3 in a row for Sullivan. They win 54-25. Coach Moore also looking for some focus.
We're still working on trying to concentrate for over 10 seconds at a time, as young kids usually do. But, you know, we pretty much always play hard. And you know, Rockville will bring the best out of us tomorrow night. And if we're not focused tomorrow night, it's going to be a long, long night for us.
Casey and West Vigo hooked up in the consolation bracket today. Viking sophomore Alex West, a nice stroke from the baseline. Good-looking jumper cuts the Warriors' lead to single digits. Casey going to the middle, a nice look inside to A.J. McNeil. Count the bucket and the foul for McNeil. Brandon Wolf went to work in this one. Baseline jumper right here, part of a 31-point day for Wolf. Casey Westfield advances by beating West Vigo 68-49. The Warriors get the winner of Linton and South Vermillion. Wildcats on the run. Jordan Brands picks up the nice finish around the rim. He caps off the break with that one. Des Fugers can score in a variety of ways in a hurry. Here he elevates on the block for 2 of his team-high 22. The Miners' other big man, Austin Carazia, can hurt you too. Carazia with a nice move in traffic. He's fouled on the play. Count the bucket. Carazia had 20. Linton moves on to face Casey tomorrow with a 78-46 win. That'll do it for our Pizza Hut Classic coverage tonight. A busy day
just
there.
Just a little bit of coverage of Pizza Hut, right?
Oh, gosh.
Got enough pizza yet?
You can never have enough pizza.
If you don't
see
Ross at the Pizza Hut, he's in the hospitality room.
You can find me there, and I'd be happy to share a slice with you. It'd be great.
When we come back, we will check in on all the high school hoops action down south. Stay with us. Welcome back to In the Paint. The Great Proposed Buildings Classic Field is loaded this year. Every year this tournament's fun. Half the teams in the field are ranked. Class A, second-ranked Bar Reeve opened the tourney against South Knox. Addison Wagler scores first bucket off the tip. He finished with 21 points. South Knox's Andrew Scott tips in a missed bucket. Nice passing by Bar Reeve. This team is so unselfish. Heath Graber gets the easy layup. Bar Reeve wins by the final of 69-25. Ross, from my understanding from the photographer I had down at the game, the Vikings were disappointed I was not down there. There can't be 2 of me at places.
They were talking some smack. I guess they weren't happy with Cody Adams.
I'm sorry, guys. I was at the Pizza Hut. I wish all these tournaments weren't going on at the same time. I wasn't down there. Please forgive me, but we do have highlights on for them at least. I hope we can make them,
the big win.
I hope we can make them happy that way. So try not to pick on my photographers, please. Okay, Class A, 7th-ranked North Davies faced Clay City. Adam Wagler led the Cougars with 21 and 1 sweet reverse layup.
Looking good.
Clay City's Blake Sasinger, someone you really like.
Had a nice game, and he's a stat stuffer, and he showed it again tonight.
Triple-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. He gets the steal and hoop. Good to see Nick Craze back in the court. Throws the alley. Wes Loninger with the oop for North Davies. This team is really good. North Davies wins by 8 to move on to the semifinals. Ross.
Also down south, the inaugural Vincennes Lincoln Boys Tournament tipped off today. The host Alice's face Madisonville North Hopkins from Kentucky. They're ready to rock and roll, and so is Avery Mickens. Look at him get down in the lane with some authority there to the 10 for the score. A versatile Alice's team going beyond the arc now. Cole Claycomb making it rain, or I guess he's making it snow tonight with the 3. Then Patrick Toole says, I see your 3, I raise you 5 feet. He backs it up from way downtown. Vincennes Lincoln 2-0 on the day. They beat Madisonville 54-49. Vincennes Reveille also in action at the Vincennes Lincoln tournament against University. Patriots big man Zach Templin catches the rock inside. He led Reveille with 21 points today. Now off the miss, Reveille's John Anderson collects the board. He scores on the putback. Gotta love the rebounding there. Second half, it's Templin again doing his thing for Reveille. Misses his first shot, gets the loose ball, and scores. Reveille falls, though, by 20 to a good University team. Lagodi in action at the Springs Valley Tournament. They're facing Lanesville. From the opening tip, the Lions getting after it. Connor Whitmer finds a cutting Colin Nelson on his way to the rack for the score. More Lions, it's Matt Mathias pulling up and drilling this elbow jumper. Love that elbow jump shot. Then it's the big fella, Connor Whitmer, the seal and the score. He goes over 1,000 points in his career tonight. Lagodi, an impressive showing, beating Lanesville 72-59. Girls basketball, Sullivan faced Heritage Christian in the finals of the Vincennes Reveille Classic. Sullivan taking it inside the post. Kobe Harrison, nice catch and finish on the block. This one was tight all the way. Heritage Christian ranked second in the state, undefeated, and showing why right there. But Sullivan playing well off the inbounds play at Sydney Chapman. She's ranging from 3. Reagan Smith and Jaylee Gilliam both finished with 18. They lead the Arrows. They pull the upset 54-50. They win the Vincennes Reveille Classic.
And congratulations to Reagan Smith, the ISU recruit named MVP of the tourney. That field was loaded. they win it. This team hopes to win the Class 2A state championship. They make a major statement about that today.
Well, when you go down there and you beat the second-ranked team in the state, that of course shows that you can play
unbeaten.
You can play with anybody.
Oh, yeah.
At that point, so the Lady Arrows showing that they should be a force in the state of Indiana.
Now back to a field that's loaded, the Pizza Hut Classic. Down to the semifinals.
Down to four.
4 teams that have a chance. Northview versus Robinson. Sullivan versus Rockville. Let's go with the first game. Of course, Robinson, the Cinderella. They're not the underdog, or they're not the Cinderella team, but they're the new team in it, the glamorous team everyone likes.
One loss to third-ranked Teutopolis in Illinois. And Robinson has looked so good in this tournament. But, I mean, Clint Weddle's got the Knights playing really well right now.
He does.
They've won five in a row, I believe. And don't count out the Knights tomorrow, even though Robinson has looked like a world beater.
The thing I like about Robinson, they're playing the big boys. You know, like Coach Thompson said, hey, we're favored to win. Let's go prove it. They're not backing down from anyone. I love that attitude.
No, they're a small school, but they know they can play.
Yes.
And they have all the elements of a really good team. You saw Aaron Seiler just go off today. Yesterday, it was Michael Akande that kind of put on a show above the rim. Who knows who it might be tomorrow. We know Nicholas can play inside as well. They've got shooters on the wings. It's a really balanced Robinson team. They're really tough.
Now, in the second game, Rockville's probably the favorite. They're unbeaten on season #1 in the state, but don't ever count out a Coach Moore team. They'll be ready to play.
Absolutely. They're going to play hard. They're going to play physical, and they're going to come at Rockville. And Brooks Wesley is going to be a big key in this game. Rockville likes to get stuff off pressure. If the Arrows don't turn it over, they could stand a chance in this one.
It'll be interesting. What team can focus? Both coaches said tonight that teams weren't focused.
We want to focus.
Who will focus first tomorrow night in that Rockville-Sullivan game? We will be at the Pizza Hut Classic. We'll also be down at the Graber Post Buildings Classic tomorrow. Ross will be in for an In the Paint. We'll have all the highlights tomorrow night for you. Have a good night.
This has been the Wabash Valley's most watched newscast, News 10.